Should I enroll myself for your nutrition program or should I check other nutritionists? What's the way?
First, do you think that talking to me is good? Do you feel good? So the first thing when you approach a nutritionist, you need to feel it. Trust your instinct.
What are the health improvements I would see in myself?
You will feel yourself have more healthier relationship with food instead.
So relationship with food.
Yeah, not
Today, we'll explore nutrition with a seasoned expert, Amanda Ang. She has 7 years of experience in the field. Welcome, Amanda.
Thank you, Palash. Thanks for having me.
Could you please explain why should I consult a nutritionist?
A lot of people tell me that actually nutrition is very easy. You can just Google
Yes.
and we can follow the general guideline. But indeed, there is a lot of things because everyone is different. Let's say, for example, their age, their gender, their health condition are different. So for nutrition meal plan, you have to customize to everyone.
So it's customized.
Yes, it's customized.
I do intermittent fasting. On the other hand, some people think that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So there are two things. One perspective is that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and the other perspective is intermittent fasting. So how do you balance both these perspectives?
Okay, rather than taking breakfast or intermittent fasting as a contrasting viewpoint, we can put them in a balanced approach to nutrition. Let's say, for example, for breakfast.
Yeah.
Breakfast is commonly known to kickstart our metabolism. Like I find eating breakfast is very important for me. Otherwise, like today, I will be walking into the studio with a sour face. When I take breakfast, I feel energized and make me feel good.
In my case,
Yeah.
whenever I don't take breakfast, I feel more energetic. If I go for heavy breakfast, I feel little sleepy, drowsy. What do you think as a nutritionist?
Yeah, for those who prefer intermittent fasting like you and some of my friends,
Yeah.
they feel very recharged and refreshed after intermittent fasting. So why not just carry on with intermittent fasting because this is your preference and just have to make sure that during your eating time, you have to incorporate healthy foods to make sure you have the balanced intake of
So you
nutrition.
look after the eating time period.
Yes,
That
eating
point
time
of time, I
period.
should have proper nutrition.
Yes, correct.
I have seen so many of my friends, they're obsessed with protein. Can I take too much of protein for weight loss?
Okay, let's understand this. For protein food like meats and fish, right?
Yes.
It actually contains high protein and high certain type of vitamin B and certain type of minerals. But let's say when we are young, our parents used to tell us that if you want pretty skin or healthy look, you must eat more vegetables
Yes.
and fruits. That's true.
Right.
So instead of focusing on protein, you should actually focus on other aspect of nutrition because let's say like for important vitamins like biotin or vitamin C, you can't actually get it from protein. Yes.
So in case I want to gain weight, I want to build my muscle, what do you suggest?
For gain weight part, you have to combine with carbs. Yeah, carbs actually provide you the calories.
Carbs and protein
Yes.
together.
Yes,
meat
together.
together.
Yeah.
And in
correct.
case I want to lose weight,
In case you need to lose weight, then you can reduce your calories intake by reducing carbs.
okay?
And we actually have a formula to help you to match your protein requirement.
Please let us know your formula.
Let's say for normal person, you actually can take your weight as a guideline. Let's say you are 60 kg
Yes.
person, then you can take 60 grams of protein per day. Then if you are a very active
Easy to
person,
remember. Yes.
you can times like 1.5. Yeah. up
What is that?
Let's say you have 60 grams of protein, then you stamp another 1.5. Just up another 50%.
Another 50% on that.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Should I go for protein every day?
You can go for protein every day because protein is necessary for our daily nutrient intake.
Okay.
But unless you face certain issue like constipation or dehydration,
Yes.
then you can reduce the intake. Reduce first, and later on, when you feel better, then you continue to increase your protein again.
There are supplements available in the market, and these are basically complements of diets. So what would be your advice on taking supplements, buying supplements? Is there any certification, and how do you understand that how much supplement should I take and which one should I take?
So this is really a common question for me. Since day one, I'm a nutritionist. A lot of people asking me which type of supplement should I take,
Yes.
which brand of supplement, and which supplement is the best.
Right.
So I will strongly stress on this point. Supplement is not necessary for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. You have to understand what is the meaning of supplement. Supplement is when you unable to get from your diet, then you can opt for supplement.
Yes.
Right. Firstly, not rush into it, but go back to your diet. Because I know nowadays people will look for supplement first instead of just checking on their diet.
So if I want to take supplement, should I consult a nutritionist first?
Yes, you should consult a nutritionist first, because a lot of time my clients told me that they feel tired, they feel no energy.
Yes.
And I find out one of the reason is because they are lacking of sleep. So why not you just go back to your lifestyle, change your lifestyle first, get enough rest and sleep.
As a nutritionist, you also find out the root cause of the problem.
Yes, correct.
So where he's missing out.
Yeah.
You have to talk to the client and understand where he's doing mistakes. Sometimes I don't know where I am going wrong.
Yes, so with support, guidance from nutritionists, then it will motivate you to do better. Yeah, sometimes, you think you're doing it correctly and you feel good, you're healthy, but there is still area of improvement.
Low-fat diets that are advocated for heart health and for weight loss. What's your view on that? Low-fat diets?
Okay, low-fat diet helps heart health in this way. If you are replacing saturated fat and trans fat to healthier fats like the fats content in olive oil, avocado, it will actually help you to improve your cholesterol level. So
Okay.
in this way, it helps in your heart health. If you reduce fats intake,
Yes.
it will help you to lower down your calorie intake. However, a lot of people, they are too focused on fats.
Okay.
Yeah. And they forget to compare the other ingredient in the product. Yeah.
Okay.
Some fats product may contain added sugars, refined carbs, or artificial ingredients that will have negative impact on your health in the
Right.
long run.
Right.
So the point is, it's not about just focusing on the fats. Yeah, it's choosing the right fats, because not all fats are created equal. Yeah, there is bad fats and good fats.
So what is it?
The thing that you have to reduce is the saturated fats and trans fats. Yeah, saturated
those
fats
saturated?
is mostly you can find in those red meat.
Okay.
For example, pork, beef.
Okay.
Yeah, and trans fat is mostly you will find in those fried foods and chips.
So we should avoid that saturated fat
Yeah,
and
saturated fat and trans fat.
trans fat.
Yeah, so good fats is come from omega-3 fatty
Okay.
acid. Yeah.
Omega-3, I can get it from fish.
Yes, fish, especially fatty fish. Yeah, not all fish have omega-3.
So trans fat means transformed fat. Fat when transformed when it is fried or something. Is it that?
Yes,
What is
correct. Yeah.
So we have to have processed food in today's world whenever we are outside. So what would be your suggestion? What kind of processed food should we take?
If no choice, you can go for minimally processed food.
Let's talk about organic food. There is a perception, or maybe it's true, the perception is organic food is of high quality. Is it true? We pay too much price for organic food, but is it really worth it?
Okay. May I ask, do you understand what is the farming technique of organic food?
Organic food, as far as my knowledge is concerned, I know organic food means chemicals are not used. It is done organically. So that is what is our perception.
Yes.
No
And,
fertilizers used, all organically done.
and yes, that is the main difference between organic food and conventionally grown food.
Yes.
However, there are a lot of factors that will influence the nutritional content in the foods.
Yes.
Let's say the soil quality, the climate, and the harvest handling. How do you handle the foods after that? that will influence the nutritional content.
So it's not about organic or conventional food. It's about how they cultivate it.
Yes, correct. Just remember this. It's important to wash them properly before consuming.
So whatever it is, be it conventional or be it
Yes.
organic, I have to wash it properly.
Wash it properly, store it properly in the fridge, and consume it as soon as possible.
As soon as possible?
Yes, to
Why?
preserve the nutritional content. Yeah, if you keep it longer in the fridge
Yes.
without consuming, then the nutrition content will be getting lesser and lesser. That means the food quality will be dropping.
Exactly. So-
My mom used to go to the market every day in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, so they just cook the food immediately after come back from the market.
It's not possible in today's world to have fresh food every day. Is there any way out as a nutritionist you can guide us?
The best thing is you can go to the market every day.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe now we have Grab delivery if you are unable to go to the market every day, right?
So we can order and get it every day.
Yes, unless you plant your own food, then you plug it and you cook it immediately.
If I put it in the fridge, why the nutrition value decreases?
When you put into the fridge, right, actually the bacteria is still alive, just it's not active.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Bacteria is still alive but not active.
Yes.
And food's nutritional value gets diminished with the time.
Yes.
How many times do you eat in a day?
Many times. 3 times. I don't
You
skip.
eat 3 times?
I eat 3 times. I don't skip meal
Okay.
because I feel better. If I skip a meal, I will feel very low energy.
You eat 3 times a day.
Yes.
So do you suggest me to eat 3 times a day?
No, I will respect your decision. Yeah,
You
I will
respect my
just
decision.
make sure your nutrient intake is balanced.
You see the feel-good factor of the client, and then you advise him or her.
Yes. Let's say if you eat 1 meal per day, then you feel low energy, then you feel something happen to your skin, your hair, then that is a problem.
That's the problem. I was talking about protein intake. I was obsessed with protein just a year back, and I was having only protein, no carbs, nothing, for 30 days. And I suddenly found so many issues with my skin and hair fall. Sometimes people get obsessed. Should we go to the nutritionist and check ourselves whether we're going for the right kind of diets or not?
Yeah, when you realize there is something wrong, then there means there is really something wrong with the diet.
Instead of going to a doctor, why should I visit a nutritionist?
Because nutritionists actually focus on diet. Yeah.
So doctors don't focus on diet?
Doctors is more to
Outer
okay, I
symptoms?
don't comment on that. Yeah.
So you see the root cause of the problem,
Yes.
and doctors probably don't go
Probably
through this.
just prescribe you something.
There was a study that intermittent fasting is good for health. And also many people go for prolonged fasting. I myself went for prolonged fasting for 5 days. And it was really beneficial for me. Now, recently there was a study where it's saying that intermittent fasting is not good for heart. So what's your view on that? Said
So a lot of time for research, we have to read a lot. Yeah.
you have to read a lot.
Read a lot, and we have to come into our own perspective and conclusion. In fact, there is limitation in every research. Yeah. And second thing is not every approach is suitable for everyone.
Yes.
Yes. Like we say, intermittent fasting is suitable for you,
Yes.
but it's not for me.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
After 16 hours of fasting, maybe I will ban. Yes. Yes. I tried it before because I have a hypoglycemic issue.
What is this?
I feel shivering when I'm low blood sugar. So
Okay.
every 3 to 4 hours, I have to eat something.
How do I understand who is the right nutritionist for me? Should I enroll myself for your nutrition program, or should I check other nutritionists? What's the way?
First, do you think that talking to me is good? Do you feel good? So the first thing when you approach a nutrition, you need to feel it. Trust your instinct. Yeah, trust your instinct.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, because you have to feel good with them to work with them, right? Whether they are supportive, whether they are good listener,
Yes.
and whether they give you motivation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm.
So choosing a nutritionist, I shouldn't go only by the qualifications.
Oh
I
no, qualification
I know
is
you are
totally important.
you have double post graduation,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
yes. Correct.
Okay.
I believe this. There are a lot of nutritionists in the market.
Yes.
Everyone know how to study,
Yes.
know their theory, but not everyone is
Passionate about
passionate.
that.
Yes. Yeah, that is, as a nutritionist, you must be happy, cheerful first. Then
Yeah.
you can pass the happiness
So you have to be
your
positive as a
client. Yes.
nutritionist. I feel good once I take sweets,
Mm.
especially after dinner. I love to go for a chocolate. That gives me a sense of happiness, sense of pleasure, rather.
You have to think, maybe, do you feel something else in your emotion?
I feel that this is satisfying my emotional need too.
Yeah. So do you realize that emotional eating and your physical hunger, the feeling are different?
So that is what emotional eating
Emotional eating,
and physical hunger.
do you feel hungry?
No, I don't feel hungry.
Yes.
That's a emotional need that I need to have a chocolate.
Yes,
And
that's the difference. What I want to say is, do you realize the difference between real hunger
real hunger.
or emotion hunger?
So I basically have chocolate because of emotional hunger.
Yes.
Though it's
Yeah.
not a
You
real
don't
hunger.
feel hungry, right?
So how to identify that? That it's not a real hunger, it's the emotional hunger.
You don't feel hungry, but you just want to eat.
I just want to eat.
Yes.
How to get out of it? Say if I don't want to eat chocolate anymore, what should I do in this case?
Instead of rushing yourself to find food as your comfort, so you can do something else. I share you my story. Whenever I feel very emotional, I will either go for spicy food, spicy food or chocolate. My stress is released after having spicy food. So in a long term,
Yes.
I find it is bad for my skin. So I
Yes.
try not to do that.
Then
Yeah.
how did you move out of that?
So sometimes when I feel stressed, I can go for other things,
Some example.
like go for a bed, sleeping,
Just sleeping.
just sleep, yeah, or listening to music, other thing to distract me.
So if I have craving for chocolate, instead of having another kind of food, I should distract myself with music, exercise, or
Yes,
having
do something
work,
that you like. Yeah.
do something whatever I
Yeah,
like.
or don't buy.
Don't buy.
Don't get it. Yes.
So not keeping in the fridge,
Yes.
refrigerator would be a good
when
idea.
you visit my house, it's actually, I think you cannot find any snack in my drawer.
That's
I
a
try
good
not
idea.
to buy. I try not to buy. Yeah.
So don't store anything,
Don't
so they
store
don't
anything.
feel like having it.
Yes.
The problem of having all these snacks and processed food because we keep it at our home.
Yes, correct.
So if we don't keep it at our home, then we are not going to have it, and that's the way we
then
can
you
get out of the
have
habit.
to take out your phone and grab, or you feel lazy to drive out. So later on, after maybe few minutes, then you like, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore.
Yes, yes. That's a good idea. There are two good ideas you shared with us. One is that we should not have refrigerated food. We should not store our food for longer time.
Longer
Because,
time, yeah.
yes, because nutritional value gets diminished. And another thing you just shared, that is,
Don't store any.
yes, you shared not to have snacks at our home to get out of the habit. That's really a good advice. Amanda, if I want to enroll myself in your program, after 3 months, what are the health improvements I would see in myself?
You will feel yourself have a more healthier relationship with food instead.
So relationship with food.
Yeah, not so extreme, but you
Yes.
see the good side of the food. Yeah.
Good side
There
of the
is no bad food or good food.
food. Okay.
It's just how you balance it.
So
Yeah.
after 3 months, I'll be able to understand food better.
Yes,
I'll understand my needs of food.
correct. And remain a growth mindset in nutrition.
Growth mindset.
Yes,
It's a wonderful
continuous
word.
learning.
Continuous learning.
Learning, yes.
Amanda, we have learned so many things. So first of all, we learned why should I visit a nutritionist.
Mm.
Secondly, we learned that if I like intermittent fasting, I should go for intermittent fasting. If I think that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, I should go for it. And then you spoke about obsession of protein intake and how to handle that. And then you spoke about low fat diet, that good cholesterols and bad cholesterols.
Yes, it's not all fats are equal. Yeah,
Yes.
choose the right fats.
And then you spoke about supplement. It may be necessary for me or may not be necessary
yes,
for me.
correct.
So a nutritionist can help me to find out whether I need supplements or not. And what are the right kinds of supplements, isn't it?
Yes, correct.
And lastly, you spoke about organic foods. That it's not about organic or conventional food. It's about the soil, the conditioning of the food where it grows.
Yes.
Isn't it? It's nice inputs from you, Amanda. Thank you so much for coming here.
Thank you, Falash.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
Yes, you too.